Hey there, YouTubes. Welcome back to Let's Play Witcher 2 with BlueAnkylo and the Twitch chat. Perhaps a Witcher or two. So, last episode we kind of wrapped up a few quests. Let's go turn some stuff in. Let's go talk to Cecil. How much Chuck Witchery have you missed? I don't know when the last time you watched was. It started today, just recently. See if I can remember how to get to Cecil's house. This town is definitely not growing on me. Well, if you saw the succubus and troll stuff, you haven't really missed anything. Alright. Where is this fool? Sleeping? Sleeping it is. Wake up, Cecil. Pay me.
Job done. I'm here for my pay.
You killed the Harpy Queen. In that case, you've earned your coin.
Done. One less quest. Now, we'll probably have to talk to him again or something once we finish killing all of the random harpies. I'm not sure. We've been having a real difficult time. I've been having a difficult time getting them to destroy the nest correctly. We'll try that again today, though. So let's go... At the very least, talk to Philippa. We also have to look for that Baltimore guy. Because we learned in one of the crystal memory vision things that he had some sort of secret, something or other. I forget. We'll read the quest description once we get there. You probably do, Reaper. Maybe 1 point.
You wanted to discuss something?
Just wanted to wake you up. There's some interesting information. We did get to see the memory from Letho's side.
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as sovereign of the Pontar Valley, but we also don't need Kedwin to descend into civil war.
Well, anyway.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
2 of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Do we tell her all the information we have? I don't think you'd want to lie to Philippa. I think she seems to be mostly on our side.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
Exciting adventure?
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Oh.
Why?
The Dragon Slayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar.
Well, we need
They
some
want
of his
to
blood.
dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
Last time I talked to Stennis, he was quite the asshole. I don't like... Wait a second. I don't like Stennis either.
Dogs growl at cats. Cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen
We don't
to
need any
Prince
nobles,
Stennis,
right?
Remember, we need his blood.
That is...
Remember.
We need his blood. This does not bode well for his survival. Even Felipe doesn't care. Just get his blood, one way or the other. Alright, do we want better mutagens? Yeah, we want better. I have to meditate. I learned this somewhere. Alright, so we want better mutagen effects. And... I mean... more potions. Yeah. And I don't know if we'll get much more out of alchemy. I might go for some more of the oils. Oils aren't that big of a deal. Probably won't worry about this magic too much. Maybe pick up venting. But I think it's time to start sorting it up. Yeah, plus 10% damage. More HP. Next level up, a ton of HP. Yeah, we'll start going for all this good stuff. Good stuff. Stop the peasants from lynching the prince? Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, YouTube, you can't see it, but Twitch chat wants me to pretty much get Stennis killed too, so... I don't know if I can resist. Where is he anyway? Down here? Okay.
They say she is dead. You're stupid. She just fell unconscious. The White Wolf will save her.
I heard...
Shut your trap
Talking
if you
about
don't know what's
Saskia.
going on.
So I suppose if we save Saskia, maybe the peasants would leave Stennis
The
alone.
commoners
But...
claim it's our prince's doing.
Such judgment is above their station. I believe it's Henselt's provocation. He wants to drive a wedge between us.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Humans only care how their asses rise as their stations do.
They're playing into Henselt's hands. If they start at each other's throats, we'll have to face the entire might of Kedwin alone.
You can't mix water with fire.
Too much talking, difficult to sort out.
Could.
Guilt
And
must
you
be
see what they
proven.
did to her?
Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
Grant you that, Rainster.
Rimster. That's a new one.
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
What's stopping them?
The Knights, Adernian noble lords.
Not easy to raise a hand against a blue blood.
A peasant by the name of Calton was at the council. He didn't seem to respect anything or anyone.
Calton's a blackguard.
I
He'll
see
use any
pants have
excuse to
become
raid and
optional
plunder.
again.
He has a taste for noble blood. They say he buries gold looted from the lords in some gorge. Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Skill and Burden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yoveth!
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons!
I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Alright, I can handle
You need to
Yorvith.
act quickly.
Huh? Suddenly we're Theodore.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable
Detective
story.
Ankylo on the job.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Uh-oh. Sounds like we've got a way to fail this one real easy.
Saskia's on the beer with Henselt.
You're in my way!
Wraiths fill the mist and commoners and...
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, a venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift. A way for the folk of Vergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honor of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Sounds like a easy way to get targeted with
Was the
poison.
order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
Food
The
poisoning.
chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
Okay.
See you at the inn. We'll grab a beer.
This
The
is
prince
nonsense.
hasn't come in,
What would the
methinks.
prince gain with the virgin's
Good.
death?
Bloody
I can tell you
bastard
what he
poisoned a
lost for
virgin.
life. Power.
Too much talking. Can't
Things
understand.
went bad.
Witcher,
The
come over
peasants
here.
are furious. They finally have a chance to strike back for all the wrongs.
Nah,
nobleman
Felipe
won't
was
yield.
pretty sure it was poison,
Yeah,
not
cool
just
lot.
lead and
They know their
Grime,
heads will follow
grime.
Stennis's.
It's a deadlock, with the prince's guilt still to be proven.
Yarpin says it's someone from Edern. Sheldon, on the other hand, would shave his beard if it's not Hensel's spies.
Anyone reached the prince in his chamber?
Not even close. The nobles guard him like a matron does her ward's hiney.
If the rabble slaughters the prince, there'll be no stopping them. They'll start doing things their own nasty way.
That's why the nobles will support the prince even if they believe he's guilty.
I'm sure Stennis' hands are dirtier than a peasant girl's fucked in a barn.
Has Yarpin got any evidence?
No, Yarpin's an old cook and says he's got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
He might be right with those feelings. After all, not just anyone can pass through the Wraith's mist. It has to be someone local.
So it never crossed your mind that Henselt might have sent someone here before those ghosts appeared?
Why would Sheldon suspect Henselt?
He'd sooner reach an agreement with Stennis than Saskia. Her death would be very convenient.
Zoltan?
I'm wondering how anyone could manage to poison the wine. Saskia's a quick-witted lass. She doesn't let just anyone near. Someone she knew must have done it.
Alright. Thanks for the advice.
Power.
Rolling dung, you surly.
Why is he lingering
Peasants.
about? Like a stench in
I don't know
a
why I'm
dwarven
talking to
harbour.
peasants.
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones. You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
Guess we'll need to talk to him.
What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal. Our way.
These guys
And
are
the
just crazy.
non-humans?
We have enough down on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Yeah.
Away with them!
Not gonna work out.
Farewell.
Give us this horsepower.
Rolling dung, you surly.
I'd gladly hear your opinion on the situation.
Finally, someone reasonable.
Look, I'm just talking to
It's
everybody.
obvious Henselt bribed some serf who then did what he was told.
The local peasants love Saskia.
Those surly dogs would gleefully accept a heavy pouch. Show me a serf with any sense of honor.
That's interesting.
Just think.
That's
for a
not
minute.
interesting.
The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and the prince.
I mean, it's possible.
Enough of this charade.
Try to be reasonable, folks.
So is that really, you
Sit
can just
down
talk to like
and
4
talk
people?
in peace.
We've talked enough. Come on, lads. Let's drag the prince from his hovel.
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge
think
and
we
condemn.
messed it up,
It's
actually.
easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why. The mongrel covets the crown.
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to
No.
be with her, he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the Virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The Witcher's right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order
don't think
came
we
with
got
a
enough
very
information.
detailed drawing.
I don't think
Even
this is going to
so,
go very well.
How did it come into Saskia's hand?
That's where we didn't talk to the... I get the feeling you can only talk to like 3 or 4 people before this thing triggers here, and I probably needed to talk to the servant.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene Damed the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
We also
Your
never even
Highness,
talked to Stennis.
This is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned.
This guy's gonna get himself killed.
He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me. Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
So it's a well-prepared speech. Seriously, my only options are the prince is guilty and a lynching would be a bad idea. Alright.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
I still think I'm going to be reloading and trying to do this one better. I never talked to the... I'm sure you can get more evidence and do this better.
The peasants are furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No. Anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
Scoia'tael.
I must.
Alright, well, I'm not sure that went the way I wanted it to go, so I'm probably going to try to do that a little differently. See, when I started that one, I wasn't sure if it was based on time, like you've only got 10 minutes to do it, or if it's based on how many people you talk to.
Charade!
This is not far enough back. Is this it? Okay, this is... I just want to make sure I put a quick save down right before we started, but I don't know which save it was. Probably right here.
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners.
Okay, so this is... We've been through this. Just skip through this real quick.
We need to act.
So, we're supposed to get information to prove or disprove, like, we're supposed to figure out who tried to kill Saskia. Talking to the dwarf, I think we have to talk to the dwarf. Because this gets us information about the goblet.
Who?
But we already did this.
Who?
Of course.
Alright.
See you.
Now, no one else gave us really good information. So we need to try to find... I think we need to talk to Stennis, and we need to talk to the peasant. But I don't know where the peasant is. Somewhere guarded by the Scoia'tael. See, my idea was, I thought traveling to find the kid would take up too much time.
What should I do?
But if this is him...
Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
Tell me everything you know about the attempt on Saskia's life.
Magic.
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody, said the Virgin, is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was put in Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. It wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
What should I do?
Alright, that has to be some information. That's good. Problem is, it's like every time I talk to someone, it's one of my few... chances. I don't know where the priest lives, is the stuff here. Like, is this it here, right here?
Hang them all by the balls and let them swing.
I think this one used to be locked. Unless this is the prison. I don't like these timer-type quests where you have to... Well, you basically fail if you don't talk to the right people in the right order quick enough.
This is someone.
Ask Cecil for help. Thing is, I don't know if that's going to cost me another dialogue choice, right? Like, we'll try. We'll try.
Oh, a witcher.
It does... the first one, like, I hardly spent any time, right? I just talked to a few people. I didn't even leave the castle, and suddenly, bam, riot. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to waste any time if I can help it. But I would like to solve this mystery. Rather than just, you know, not know what happened. He's still sleeping. There's a riot over at the castle. Cecil's just sleeping away. Wake up, you lousy sod. Lazy
They lie in
sod.
wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
I need to know where Reverend Olkin used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map. It's about right here.
Thanks, Cecil.
See you, Governor.
Well, now if we have to reload, we at least know where to go. So, up. I think you can go under there or something. It's all the way over to the west side, anyway. Good old Vergen. Yeah. He lived here? What? What? Wait a second. Detective with the Wolf Medallion learned where Olkin lived. Oh. What? What? It's like it changed spots once I got to that area. Okay, now it's over here. This one? No.
Hang them all by the balls and let them swing.
So,
What should I do?
right behind the guy that was blabbing to us?
What happened then?
What do you
Oh,
think?
This
He
is just
ran from
humans.
the
That's not
battlefield.
Olsen. No way.
Fast as his legs would carry him.
Oh, Detective Ankylo not doing so well at finding what house I'm supposed to be going into.
They say someone cast a spell.
I mean, this one seems reasonable, but... maybe down there. Alright, this is probably it. We spend so much time wandering around, you'd think we'd spend more time this time than last one where we just talked to people.
Strange aura.
How long do we spend reading books? Uh-oh. Looks like he tried to make a chalice himself. I gotta put a pause in the video. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Welcome back, YouTubes. Hopefully I connected these videos up correctly. Now that we know that Olcam was definitely involved... and there's nothing else in here. We just need to see if we can figure out who served the goblet. Because I think that was a fake goblet that someone else made. So, where... he said the Scoia'tael were guarding him. Oh, we're also supposed to talk to Thorak. Maybe. This was a guy capable of possibly replicating it. Well, there's a couple things we want to do. I'd like to talk to Thorak, and I'd like to talk to the kid that actually delivered the goblet to Saskia. So the Scoia'tael sort of hide up there. I assume that might be where he is. I don't know. Let me put another save down. I'm worried about like when this quest is gonna force me to end it, and if I have time to do, like, you have to choose which ones you want to do only, like which conversations you're gonna get. I mean, he said it's in some shack guarded by the Scoia'tael. This is like the only house they have that I know of. Is he in here?
Greetings.
Doesn't look like there's any cupbearer. I forget his name. I should have like written it down. This takes me back into town, I think. Gotta remember there's a shortcut through here. I don't know if we can get into any of these huts. Well, I guess it could be here.
Shut off!
Thanks for that. I actually don't know where the peasant is.
Greetings.
I know they said the Scoia'tael were guarding him, but it's not like, what's his name? Iorveth actually told me where he was. Well, that's fun. Alright, so... that doesn't even take us back into town, never mind. This one takes us into the mines, right? So... I guess we go talk to Thorak. Gotta go all the way around. It does feel like all of this wandering around is considerably slower than the talk to a few people right around Stennis and then immediately get drawn into that dialogue. The trial. So where is this guy? There. Okay. Isn't this Philippa's house? Cecil... Oh, good. Baltimore's nightmare at the same time. I don't want to talk to Baltimore right now. I'm in a rush. I'm not on that quest, am I? No. Thorak.
Welcome, Witcher, to my humble home.
I'm looking for a dwarf by the name of Baltimore.
No, I'm
Does he
not.
live here?
Master Baltimore vanished some time ago.
That's a different quest completely.
Anyone order an exquisitely adorned goblet
Don't talk
from
to
me?
Baltimore. Too late.
I get the occasional commission for tableware, sure. But what exactly are you talking about?
Saskia's goblet. Was that your handiwork?
That ugly bucket! Did you intend to offend me? Whoever made that thing should be whipped! I certainly hope Saskia orders her vessels for me next time.
If she gets a chance to order anything again.
Alright, well that was obviously the wrong one. Because I know they're counting how many people we talk to, let's load before we talk to him. That's the thing, is like you don't know who you need to talk to until you've talked to them. And then they're going to count that against you in your total conversations, total number of conversations. So I think what I really need to do is find out where the goblet bearer is. But I don't know. Like, maybe you had to talk to some of his friends, and then they tell you how to get there? Because the second time through, I didn't talk to them about that.
They say someone cast a spell. And the virgin fell.
And it would also be useful to talk to Stennis if I could get in to see him. So put a save down. We'll try to talk to Stennis while we're here.
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
This is nonsense.
Humans only
What would the
care
prince
how
gain
their
with the
asses
virgin's
rise
death?
as their stations do.
They're playing into Henselt's hands. If they start each other's throats,
Roll in dung, you surly dog!
Can I not get in there?
Save your
I want to speak with the prince.
You're unique then. Everyone else wants to tear him limb from limb.
We won't let you in.
Only
Only
I
I.
can help your prince.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Because you're a dumb guard.
silence. I'm in command here, and I grant the Witcher leave to enter.
Please, master.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne, the rightful ruler of this land, descendant of Demavend and Verferil.
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
If I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is blackmail.
This is a deal.
What do you want?
Am I going to get one question here and then I get kicked out? Let's just ask him, first.
Did you poison her?
Of course not. Even if I had, do you think I would boast about it? Don't be a fool.
I'm trying to help. Not only Saskia, but you, your highness.
I won't yield to that rabble. Never. One smear is all they needed to lay siege to my doorstep. Do you really think I should plead my innocence every time some village idiot says the prince did it? Or maybe go out there and beg them for mercy? Never.
You merely need to convince them that you're innocent. Prove it wasn't you and they'll walk away.
And if I am innocent, yet lack proof thereof? You claim you wish to help me. Do so. Convince the people to believe me. You'll not regret it.
You're trying to bribe me.
I want only to make a contract. Think about it.
I'm thinking.
I need royal blood for a potion that will heal Saskia.
Do you mock me?
You owe Saskia your life. She carried you away from the Wraith's battle.
It was her duty, as it would have been of any Edirnian. Besides, my realm is falling apart, and she is responsible.
Wait a
Saskia
second.
and her rebels routed the
Motive!
royal forces at Gillette
Motive!
and on the banks of the Dyffny.
We got
For
motive.
practical purposes, the Edirnian army no longer exists.
Now we just need
rebels are the last
opportunity.
hope you have of stopping Henselt.
And what then? A pig herd will be crowned and appoint a
I think he
shoeshine
did
as
it.
Secretary of State.
Totally did
Don't
it.
think that far ahead. Your Highness, just a few drops of your blood will cure Saskia. Vergen can defend itself only if she's in command.
I've already said I owe this girl nothing. I'll not yield to blackmail even if it costs me my life. I'll go to the axe, my head held high. And I'll certainly not surrender even a drop of royal blood to save a
Alright, I
peasant
get
girl.
it. This guy
Guards!
needs to die.
What is it, sire?
Show the Witcher out.
Is everything in order, sire?
We had a chat, but we are through. Think on what I told you, Geralt.
I will.
So you tried to bribe us, and then you told
Enough
us...
of this charade!
Dang it!
Try to be reasonable for...
Okay, well, let's see.
Vergen,
There's no law.
does it...
Why, that's what... Do you protect us? See,
Saskia.
Same
where
as
is
last
this
time.
servant, might I ask? If he's got some... The answer is simple. He's a... One last...
No need to poison the wine. Smear...
I never heard of that.
You haven't heard much then.
Yeah,
The
we did all
Witcher's...
this.
Saskia.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves.
Even so.
We still can't do this properly because... I'm sorry, everyone. I'm probably going to have to reload it again because I don't know where to go to find the guy that we need to say, Stennis gave me the goblet. We killed her. That's what I need to do.
A good point.
Stennis is... You tell us who else would... A pig...
Perhaps it...
Yes!
Okay, hold on.
Is serene...
We're going to do this one more time. Like, I'm kind of mad. I'm going to actually just look up... I'm sorry, Schminchkin. I have to do this properly. Just kill him. No, we need evidence. We're a just and honest Witcher.
Enough of...
Why?
That's why.
How did I get right back to that again magically? Just kill him. No. I'm sure it does sound like he's at fault. What if he didn't do it? See, that's I need the proof. I am gonna go look up the quest to see, because it's like you have a limited number of talks before you can before it just auto ends, and I need to know who to talk to specifically. So I'm looking for the Walls have Ears, or Royal Blood, whatever. Yeah. I kind of like quests like this, but I really don't like the fact that there's like a limit to how many people you can talk to. It's dumb. Alright, so how do we do this one? Who do we need to talk to? Does anyone have a nice short version of the people I like? I can only talk to so many people. I need to know who to talk to. Yeah, I want the whole truth. Anybody have some good... I'm not afraid. Oh, you know what? You actually have to finish another quest beforehand. We should have done Baltimore's Dream before we started this quest. Oh, that is dumb. So don't talk to Zoltan. Don't talk to the peasants. Talking to Stennis kind of gives you some information. Talking to the dwarf gets us to talk to Thorak. The priest's cup is probably a good idea. I'd have to reload even farther back to do Baltimore's quest. Yeah. I think it's... If there is a way to do this properly, I think we actually have to go even further back in time. I hate it when this is how they run it. I think this was before we talked to Philippa. We can't talk to Philippa about something.
What's going on?
This. I have to go further back. Oops.
The peasants want to take...
Well, lots of progress in today's episode. Geesh, an hour of recording and we've basically done nothing. Where are we? Am I back? Yeah, basically we've done nothing today. I don't have a save in between when we started today and before we talked to Philippa. Great! So we go back to town. We get our Harpy contract reward. We deal with Baltimore's Dream. And we don't start this trial until I know... I want the whole story, Schminchkin. Yes, I know we could just kill him. The thing is, I want our Witcher to get the evidence. I want that. I want it all to be wrapped up as nicely as we can. I don't want to miss a large... I don't want to miss a portion of the story here. I hate that. Yeah, I think this quest would be fine if they got rid of the time limit. and just let you talk to as many people and come up to whatever conclusions you come up to. There can be red herrings, and you just waste your own time. I am pretty sure he's guilty, just after talking to him. But, where am I trying to go? Well, we're going to want to turn that in, but... Excuse me. Jeez, trees, stop pollinating. We need to figure out, I think it's up there, right? Where Baltimore is. We got to do that right away. This one? This is not the right spot. That's that's Philippa's house. It's a very similar layout as the one I'm looking for, I think. Actually, that's nobody's house. I don't freaking know. Vergen, this town is horrible. I'm never coming back here once we leave. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, that one's Philippa's house. No, this is Baltimore's house. Okay, good. Yeah, it's fine. Just let me go, game.
Welcome, Witcher, to my humble home.
I'm looking for a dwarf by the name of Baltimore.
I am actually this time.
Master Baltimore vanished some time ago.
Who was Master Baltimore?
He was our runesmith, the greatest specialist the world has ever seen. A lot of water has flowed down the Pontar since he disappeared. Yet me and my apprentices still can't recreate all the runes he could inscribe.
How did he vanish?
One day he just up and disappeared. He had his fears, even paranoia, but that comes natural with great artists. Thought someone was out to kill him. Then he vanished without a trace, in mysterious circumstances.
Very mysterious.
After a month-long search, we held a funeral, without his body, to honor the memory of the great master.
Is that all?
Baltimore's best apprentice became the new runesmith, and life goes on.
Who lives here now?
Yours truly. As Baltimore's best apprentice, I became the new runesmith.
Super humble.
Got this house, along with the honor of continuing the great master's work.
You sure you didn't
Tell
kill
me
him?
something about that moldy door.
That's the entrance to Baltimore's old workshop.
Mind if I take a look?
Not at all. Only you won't find anything but scrap metal and cobwebs.
This guy seems really sketchy. It's like, yeah, his best apprentice took over his job, his house, his wife, all of his money, and yeah, Baltimore just magically disappeared. No one's ever heard from him again. No one ever found his body, basically. Plus, there's loot. So I think... Oh. Hold up. Wall be gone. Chuck Witcher hates walls. Directions and a key. Alright, now I'm pretty sure for our trial quest, or our Stennis trial, we'll have to come back in here to find something, but for now, that's all. Not really the thief. Uh-oh. Start looking at the well where loud echoes dwell. 10 paces towards the river. Walk left, do not shiver. Meager 2 tens of paces past the gate in my good graces. The one that our safety keeps. Go where the crossroads patron sleeps. Every road you need to take, yet the middle one is safe. Hey, heed and look for Ingrid signs, and you'll follow my designs. Should you choose to go right, you'll soon see someone in plight. At noon, this drowned soul points its shadow at your goal. Riddles. Well, this sounds like at the end, we need to get to some corpse or something at exactly noon, follow his shadow. It's always the trick of figuring out where to start. You know what? I bet you I already know where that is. I found behind a couple grassy places a locked door.
I heard the rumble, Witcher. Everything all right?
Yeah, just some rubble.
Find anything?
No.
Not a thing.
Poor Baltimore lost his mind before his death and must have destroyed all his notes.
I don't trust this guy.
Why are you so sure he's dead? You didn't find a body. Maybe he just departed.
Well, if he departed, he's as good as dead to us. A decent dwarf don't leave his settlement. Tell me, why are you so interested in Baltimore?
Just curious.
Curiosity, nothing more.
Curiosity can be dangerous. It's led many a man astray.
Is that a threat?
Threatening me.
On the contrary, it's more of a warning. See ya.
See, this guy has rubbed me wrong since the first time we even talked, so I will probably be killing him. It appears dwarves tend to hide maps and keys in old furnaces. We actually get lots of information in the journal here. Written in the Elder Speech, which probably not a whole lot of people can kill the dwarf. Thanks, Pixel. So, start looking at the well. I mean, I think I know where this is. But, I mean, I'd like to follow it properly. Like, can we get out? This way is the wrong way, right? Or, we can't actually get out through there. Also, we should turn in the harpies thingamajigger before we leave. You guys in chat just want me to kill everybody. Oops, that was the wrong one. That is where Cecil, whatever his name is. Is this his house? Isn't it? Totally his house. Kill them. Alright, one less quest to clog up the journal. Let's try to finish Baltimore's quest, and then we'll probably do the, we'll retry the trial next YouTube episode. It will be today's stream, though, for those of you in Twitch. What I might want to do, if someone has the time and the ability to find me a step-by-step who I should talk to resolve the quest as cleanly as possible for Stennis, you let me know. I spent a couple minutes looking at it, but I'm sure there's a more direct route. Talk to this guy, talk to that guy, talk to this guy, talk to that guy.
Don't try anything.
But if you only get to talk to like 4 or 5 or however many people, I can't be messing around asking for help from like Dandelion. Alright, so where do we start for this? At the well where loud echoes dwell. I don't know where that is. Head towards the river. Two tens of paces, 20 paces away, past the gate. It's like the gate into the town. Middle one is safe. Maybe I just skipped the well. We left the gate. I don't know. I think I know where we're going. This is the abandoned village. Ingrin's sign is patron of guns, shaped like a circle with a line traced through it. And that's the only gate out. There's a backwards gate. I don't think that was the rear exit of town. I mean, there is a lake there. He talks about a river though. Oh man, I'm so good at these riddly clue things. I'm like the best at this kind of stuff. Oh hey, what's up? Just fighting a wraith? What you guys doing out here?
What?
Just some Scoia'tael hanging out, I guess. I guess. Oh, I can't go this way without dying. So is it this way that I have to leave town? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm a little bit lost and confused. Dazed and confused might be correct. The map seems to suggest there's a way through here. I think it's lying. We're just gonna explore around for a while. We'll figure it out. We'll see a sign somewhere that points us in the right direction, certainly. Think this is anything? Let's see. We've never came up there, went this way. We've never gone that way. Go this way. The most practical of help is when Twitch chat is telling me where to go from about a minute before I walk by it. It's my favorite. Okay, this way just seems to... It's just trolls, right? There's nothing actually here. Seems to just not fill in the map. Can't go this way, and even if I could, that's foggy death. I have been through most of this. I'm just making sure I've cleared out all the areas. I don't remember fighting Neckers, or whatever these are. Neckers. Oh, it's nice to fight something new. It's been a while. Plus, we can always sell these things for more loot later on. Just blatantly side with Princess Penis. Have we been through this route? It's annoying when there's like, it looks like there's somewhere you can go on the map, but you can't. That keeps tripping me up. And yeah, this is... Okay. That was the wrong button. Let's try this again. So that's what happens when I try to trap the harpies. They fly away with the trap. And I'm out some silver and the price of constructing a trap. Anyone have any solutions to the harpy trap problems? Because, like, it hasn't worked yet. Is it just, am I not going to be able to complete this quest, basically? Like... Kind of disappointed. Yeah, I know you need lots of traps, but I've used 3 now, and all they do is fly away with them instead of blowing up the nests. Like, I've never seen a nest blown up. I do know you need lots, and I'm pretty sure we're doing it right, except that the nests are not being exploded. You need lots of walkthroughs today. We're having a really hard time. Okay, we found this last time. Pretty sure past this is battlefield again. Yeah, we can't go past the boat. We'll just die over here.
Shit, you stink.
Okay, this was a horrible idea. What did I do? Really good. Sorry, user. I can still read it. Whenever that happens, I can still click on it. Okay, quest noticed. Harpies, Daughters of the Gale. Oh, good. We're all the way back here now. Awesome. Well, okay, YouTube, we're going to end the episode here for you guys. It's been long enough. I'm struggling.
I heard the rumble, which
We'll sort things out later on for you.